Hey, this is Rail, and welcome back to World of Tanks. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've actually done a video. Getting a job kind of really eats up my time, so I really don't have the time to really make videos anymore. And I definitely don't have the time to sit around and play the game until I actually get enough good games to make a video. But I've been taking this opportunity to actually make a video. Now, this will be it won't be a while before I do another video, because this will be the last time I do a video with the Bandicam logo on the top of the screen up here, as you'll see, and with this mic I got. I'm going to have to wait for a bit for when my new mic gets here. But this is my last opportunity I can make a video before the next update comes out, which by the time you see this, 8.10 will already be released, and I won't be able to view these replays because that's how it works, and I don't have the space to store the game client for this update. Which, when that happens, I'll be hopefully doing more videos like a side-by-side comparison of the two Chihas when the Japanese tanks come out. But until then, I got this for you. We're going to be looking at two replays I had in two premium tanks, both tier 5. The Japanese tier 5 tank, the Type 3 Chinook-ai, and the Soviet tier 5 medium premium, the Churchill III. I'll explain more of these to you guys in game, and we'll start off with the Chinook-ai. So see you in the battle. And here we are. We're on Severogorsk, and as you see, I'm the top of the list. Now, the Chinook-ai is an okay tank, but like any premium, it isn't the best one around. But its gun and isn't very accurate, but its powers and pin are pretty good. But its armor is basically crap, which seems to be the Japanese thing up until tier 10. Yeah, I played the test server. But the one thing that really makes this thing not that too well is its low engine power, and another thing is its poor view range. I might just whenever the Japanese officially come out, I might replace my fire extinguisher with high quality oil just to get a bit more horsepower. But until then, I'm using off-road driving on my driver to help reduce resistance on rough terrain, well, soft ground. As you can see, the battle's already started, and I'm still trying to crawl up this hill. The only thing going slower than me is the duck tank, or AMX-40 for those of you who are watching this for the first time. So I'm just trying to get up here to spot targets. And I was really interested in getting that Martyr 2 over there. You see? I was interested in getting that Martyr 2 over there. But then I see that T-28 up down there. Now, well, that big hit is because I changed over to high explosive because I knew he had really no armor. So I was looking for other targets, like that M3 medium. First kill. I wanted to get that Deutschbergwagen too, but he was behind a building, so I couldn't get him. So I'm moving up because I want to see if I can get on that Panzer IV. But then I see this guy. Boom! Headshot. I wanted to get that other AMX-40, but that duck tank was in my way. I guess he was protecting his brethren or something. But I think this tank kind of, since it has bad armor, it best lives and dies by camo ratings. It's best to keep it at a distance. There's a blind shot, me trying to hit that Arty. I think I actually did hit him, but not too well. Boom! Headshot again. Oh, my third kill. Then there's that pesky Panzer IV. And what was that? Oh yeah, we're on 4 kills. I'm coming down here to try to get shots on that Deutschbergwagen. But unfortunately, he's in the riverbed. I just take a shot of frustration then. What do I spot? Flak bus! I switch over to high explosive because I know he basically has no armor and he's dangerous. One shot for the win. No. Unfortunately, nothing else really happens in this match because I don't get anywhere near the duck tank. And didn't you just love that sweet air? Like, it's like this is not a fast tank when going uphill, but going downhill, it can definitely get some speed, and you have to be careful because you catch too much air, you can destroy your tracks. But the Chinukai, it's not a bad tank, but to say that it's an improved version of the tank is a bit stretched, but they probably had to, nerf it some to make it more balanced. And most premium tanks suck in one way or another. But I guess the way they made this more balanced, since it had a pretty awesome gun, was to make the thing not very maneuverable. Oh, I've been holding the button so you can see what the other tanks are for the whole time. I really need to fix the replay settings. And there's the last one. I was just thinking about asking for the final kill, but I'm like, no. If you want Top Gun, you gotta earn your Top Gun. You can't just have it handed to you. So, I'm just hoping to get there in time, but that M7 just finished him off. Well, match is over, so why not? Let's go look at the results. And here we are. Now, out of that game, I got 22,798 credits and 1,248 doubled, which is not bad, but I mean, not good enough to apparently get second class or first class, and far from you being able to get the mastery badge on this tank. So people must be doing pretty well in it, even though it's considered crap. Now you see here on the T28, I actually did a couple things, and I think that Martyr 38T actually ammo-racked him, and I forget what I did on there. These are just screenshots, so unfortunately I can't access them. But I mean, basically, every tank that I've seen, I basically shot at least once. Now, this is like how it was before. The only person who got more than me was that M7, and he probably got it by spotting. Most of mine came from that 1,058 damage. 5 kills. 624. That's pretty okay, I guess. To me, that's pretty good for undoubled on it. You see, I did more damage than the top person on my team, but you notice, basically, the top 3 people that did like the most damage on our team was the SU-85, me, and the M7. Meanwhile, you could probably add up all the damage the enemy team did and probably wouldn't come anywhere. Probably be about what you'd get how much I did. So that just tells you how crap the enemy team was. Sorry about that. Statistics: shots fired 11, direct hits 9, and every shot that hit penetrated. Damage, from what I've heard, that is a pretty okay statistic for how much. I damaged 6 enemies and killed 5. Basically, since I don't automatically repair my crews, of course it's all profit, but I don't have premium, so experience, basically 624 or normally with 31 free XP times 2, pretty good result. Alright, that's enough of the Chinukai. Let's get on to the Churchill III. And welcome back. Here we are on Arctic region in the Tier 5 Soviet heavy tank, the Churchill III. This is basically a Lend-Lease tank, and I think was considered one of the first British tanks in the game, even though it's for the Russians. And when they say, if you want a good all-around moneymaker crew trainer tank, this is what people point to. It's a pretty much heavily armored tank most places, but the weakest spot is actually the turret armor. But its hull is real trolly with how thick the armor is. If you just angle it, you can basically bounce shots, but smart players will still shoot for your turret. Now here I'm heading into the corner fail because basically it's like I'm top tier. I'm a Churchill III. It is basically my sacred and written duty to go down to this corner and hold off the enemies. Now, I see they got a priest, and if I know he's going to want to land shots on me. Why? Because I'm a heavy tank. That's what he likes to do. But I think he probably dies quickly. I'm not too sure. There's a Martyr 3018 now. One problem with this tank is it reloads a lot faster than it aims, and look at all those heavies over there. I mean, you got a Dirtbridge Wagon 2, a T1 Heavy, BK 3001H, a B1, a Stug, and an AMX 40. I can look over to see that one of our guys is already dead, and look, we're already losing 4-1. That Martyr 38T got a lucky shot in it. I go to shoot the Dirtbridge Wagon, but the shot sails perfectly right into the driver's hatch of the duck tank, and I went to... That VK is trying to push. Now pay attention to that Stug. He's going to appear later. But I'm punishing that duck tank for being so bold and stupid. I actually end up damaging the track on that guy, but unfortunately I don't think I get the track damage for it. This tank has such a fast rate of fire and so much ammo that literally, at times, it is okay just to spam, not even to really aim. But here I am, hiding, because I didn't realize the Artie was dead. Trying to be Artie safe. But I also don't want to go around that corner, because I know as soon as I do, they're all just going to open up on me. And they're just going to kill me, because I've had that happen before. But I got a lucky shot there on the cupola of the VK. But I'm still kind of worried about that T1 Heavy up there in the Hetzer. Because Hetzer with a dirt gun can be still a threat. I didn't seem to realize that the Stug is gone. I kind of figure he's hiding over there. There I keep trying to pin the T1 Heavy, but unfortunately I'm hitting him at an auto-bounce angle. And then I see look at my minimap and I'm like, that Stug has gone in around us. I must fall back and get him. He thinks he's all hot stuff. There, I track him and I think someone else got the kill. But anyways, a threat to our... He thought he could flank us. Well, he got one shot on me, tried to pull back, I got him. Oh, the herp derp wagon. You are such a fool for trying to take on a Churchill III. And then I see basically one of this tank's arch nemesis, the AT2. Because basically it's got the same gun, but I can't pin him because he's got like 200 some millimeters of armor almost everywhere, and I don't have the accuracy to hit him in his cupola, which is really hard to pin at times, because this gun is fast firing, but the pin kind of sucks. But it's a premium, and everything can't be perfect. Then once again I notice, oh crap, there's a heavy in our base, but maybe our Artie will take care of it. Which it's that B1 that we saw before. But that AT2 probably has the howitzer. Because if he had the 6-pounder, he would have been chewing me and spitting me out. I start turning slowly. I'm like, hey, my driver's gone. And you notice, as soon as you use the repair kit, my tank starts turning faster. Well, not repair kit. These aren't... yeah, rushing tank crews. Vodka-powered robots. But now I used a med kit. And repaired him. That repaired him. Healed him. Darr! Sorry, I get modules taken out more often than I do getting crew taken out. I stopped here because I had to go do something quickly. So I did that and then got back here. See there? I notice it's the B1, and I'm trying to shoot him on the move, because I know his gun can't really do anything to me, unless he's got prim rounds. But if you notice, I don't really use, not because I don't like the advantage, it's because I'm cheap. But even though I didn't get the kill, I did get all the spotting damage from him, because I was the one lighting him up. I don't think anything else really happens here with me-wise, because Churchills are just by nature slow. Slow, heavily armored, meant to go along and to support the infantry. But this was a good match. I mean, I basically stood down there, held the corner with the help of these guys there. Which, if I think it wasn't for me, these guys probably would have died a lot sooner. And there we go, we went by capping. The AT2 and the VKs lived to see another day. Now, we'll go to the results screen and then we'll maybe talk a little. And here we are. Now that game was good enough where I got a Master Gunner ribbon and my first class mastery badge on this tank. I got 33,689 credits and 2,668 experience, doubled. Which is, man, this is a tank that's popular and people do well in. That must have been a pretty good freaking game for me to get a first class mastery badge. I'd hate to see what I'd have to do to get my master tanker on this. But look at this. Part of it is probably because I was up there keeping these guys lit up and tracking them and whatnot. Because any other high results were usually from basically me just sitting there like putting 15 shots into one guy. Whereas here it's probably from me spotting and doing critical damage. But as you can see, top of the freaking list with 1,258 damage done, 2 kills, and I got 1,334 experience undoubled. I see why people love this tank. Not just like, love this tank. Probably like it's their own child. Some people a little more, but we're not going to go into that. Now, the enemy AT2 did a lot of damage, but unfortunately, most of his team donked out, because, look, basically the top 5 guys on our team at least did 500 damage. Then the rest of them kind of meh to the guys who just died horribly. But man, that is a good freaking result. But just look at, this is what people do with this. I fired 47 shots. Only about half of them actually a contact, and even slightly less than that actually went through. But I did 1,258 damage, which is, that is a lot of damage for a tier 5 game. At least from what I know. I'm not a guy who's played this game for 2 years, but that seems pretty good. I spotted 2 enemies. Enemies damaged 7 and I destroyed 2. Damage due to assistance is 494. So basically, in total, I did basically almost 2,000 damage in both spotting, tracking, and doing it myself. I actually got 10 credits from damage caused by allies. So that's probably why I got a little more, but I mean, 1,334 base XP and 66 free XP, and then doubled. Woo boy. Now that is pretty good, and I'm definitely saving this stuff for whenever I go to Zurg. Not Zurg. Zurg is a character from Toy Story, but go to push my way quickly for the Japanese line whenever they come out. Man, I'm going to be able to get some ways. But, this is just like pretty good. Now I hope you guys did enjoy this video and these replays. I'll try to be bringing out more with better quality. And I just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I will see you folks next time.